G'day there, ladies and ledians. Welcome back to more Pokemon TCG Live. I'm back with my latest deck, which we might customize because I kind of like the appeal of it. It has been pretty good for us so far. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we got our Mega Froslass deck, which seems to be very effective at the moment. So far, 100% win rate, which I do not mind, you know. But I am thinking the Bubbly Energy can be really good. Might be worth a while trying to pull like another one of those. So let's try and find where it was. So I think it was in perfect order. We want energy. Okay. Chaos Rising. Okay, so if we can get some more from Chaos Rising, then maybe we can get some more water energy, which is fine, which is what I wanted to build anyway. So the Decklist in the description might be a little bit off, but Chaos Rising. Alright, so we'll get another 6-pack of these. Hopefully get some Bubbly Energy and upgrade our deck. But I have also made another change to my deck, which I'll get to in a moment. Come on, Bubbly. We gotta get some, you know? Okay, we're probably not gonna get another... Alright, we didn't get any Bubbly Energy, but, you know, we got some points to craft one, basically. That should be good enough points. So, if we get... Oh, hang on. If we get, say... I don't want to go too far on it, because I still want to be able to go for a basic energy search. But if we go like 3 of these, you know, that's not too bad. That way we can get it from Hilda. Yeah, because we get evolution energy. Just trying to think if there's anything else we really need. Oh yeah, so what I have done is, before we had Harlequin, which we flip a coin, if heads I draw 5, I shuffle, we both shuffle, draw 5. Well, so we both shuffle, right? And then if I win the coin flip, I get 5 and the opponent gets 3. If I lose a coin flip, then I get 3 and the opponent gets 5, which is pretty good. But for this one is Lucian. So, some kind of thing where we both shuffle our hand into the deck. It goes on to the bottom, so you guarantee not to draw the cards that you just put in. Which is also pretty useful, I think. Then, we each flip a coin. If heads, that player draws 6 cards. If tails, they draw 3. So, instead of like a 3-5 or a 5-3 for me and the opponent, it can be a 6-6, 6-3, 3-6, or 3-3. And given our deck, we don't really care if they get 6 cards, because Froslass doesn't care. So, basically, instead of like a 50-50 shot of Harlequin, right, we now win the coin flip like 75% of the time, right? Like, the worst case scenario is that if we both get tails, we both have 3, but a lot of outcomes are pretty good. Like if we get 6 and they get 3, then we just get cards, you know? If they get 6 and we get 3, well, our Froslass does more damage, you know? And if we both get 6, then, you know, a little bit of both. The only downside is if we both get 3. Now, there is another little catch with this. It does require us to put cards in hand into the deck. So if you don't have any cards in hand, then it doesn't look like you get any cards, right? If either player puts any cards in the bottom... okay, so it's only going to matter if we both have 0 cards, which is probably not going to happen, so it's all good. Alright. But yeah, we'll be running our Froslass again and going from there. Should be good. Although we can do some customization. Oh, that's pretty good. Card sleeves. I do like that. It is pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, right. Excellent. So, let's see how we go against Ultra Rank, because we have been pretty successful with this. Our major downside is if we go second, they have a good chance to evolve and destroy us. Or if they have a really good going second turn, then they could destroy us that way as well. Oh, I get to go first. Excellent. That is exactly what I'd like. I don't mind about the mulligan a few times, because that's kind of the point. Alright. You can draw some extra cards if you'd like, but just know that I will be countering that. Beldum, okay, so you are super effective against me, which is a bit of a concern. I don't think I really need to worry too much about it though. Next turn, depending on what we get, we can go like Petrel, we can go Hilda, Team Rocket's Factory. I hate Team Rocket Pokémon. Alright, yeah, because then you get your Articuno, right? Oh. I guess the Team Rocket cards were just for Petrel to get the trolley. So what do you search? Tumatang. Okay, that is scary because you are super effective against us. Next turn you're going to evolve Drillbur. Oh, you're going to do a lot of Matang actually. That's really scary. We're gonna need a backup Pokemon, I think. I'm just realizing that I should have done something else. Nah, it's fine. So you're gonna get free Metang, which is scary. Just hopefully the opponent doesn't get any energy, you know, like that'd be funny. But if you do knock out Froslass, you will need to deal with another one. Yeah, that's a lot of Metang. I can see why that would be scary. It is a chance thing. Okay. I see, so I guess they're using that for Petrel. Very interesting. My guy, you're already hitting for super effectiveness. Oh, on the Genesect, huh? Yeah, if you weren't hitting for super effectiveness, this would be a lot easier. At least now, I can guarantee destroy your Excadrill. Okay. This is scary stuff though. Get no more Froslass, huh? I mean, that's fine. I guess I didn't really need to do that. There goes Mega Escadrille, so now you gotta rely off a Metagross. It would be a lot easier if you weren't hitting me for super effectiveness. I just really hope that we can destroy Genesect next turn with boss's orders. Great. Oh, so if you get one more energy... Pretty good chance for from 3 Metangs. But there's always a chance. Yeah, alright. Because you are super effectiveness, that is why you won. So, not a good start, but if you weren't hitting for weakness, then we would have won that. So, I guess I know a bit more about that deck, but that was just unfortunate. Still, it was a good lesson, you know? But if they weren't hitting for super effectiveness, we would have won that battle for sure. That's probably like one of the few things I can kind of counter us. But also, he had a cracked hand of all those. Actually, I guess that's kind of the point with the Team Rocket Searcher, huh? Good to know. Just trying to think of, like, how do I kind of counter that? 2 mulligans, that's fine. There was one way I could have countered it. I just kind of stuffed up. Which was unfortunate. If I could, like, replay that duel and make a few different changes, I could have won that battle. I think. Maybe not. I could have, maybe. Anyway. It's not particularly looking good for us because we're going second. If I have to, I can go for an Ultra Ball to get another Snorunt. It's not bad. Just in case of anything crazy, I will go for another Snorunt. Dawn is looking a bit scary, but we can snipe a Charmander with boss's orders. I'm thinking maybe we don't need Prime Catcher, maybe we should go for something else. Although I do like that it's an item we can go Petrel into this catch people off guard. I really hope you don't have a Red Candy in there. Okay. Good. Is it better to go against Oricorio or Charmander? Maybe go against Charmander. Just spin out my deck a bit. Okay. Well, if we get another energy next turn, we can go Prime Catcher into, say, Oricorio, or if they got another Charmander, you know? There's that Charmander again. Yeah, Charmander is kind of scary. Although if I make you evolve, they'll give me free prizes. So, and I'll discard a bunch of energy for you. Oh. I don't mind this. Makes it less likely that you have a Charizard, Ray Candy, that kind of thing. Like, even if you have one card in hand, I can still destroy Charmander, you know? Wow. But you need more energy than that. And you... I guess you didn't use the supporter card yet, so you could go for, like, Lose Determination or something. But even if you do, I can just destroy your other Mega Charizard. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we'll go for Petrel. That way we can get, I think, we go for Lucian. That way next turn we can force him to have more cards in hand, which should be enough. Don't need to attach this any energy onto anyone. Got one Froslass in there. I think I got one in the prize pool somewhere. You live for now. Oh wait, if you got the fire breathing, okay, cool. Whew. That could have been dangerous actually, if they got that fire breathing card, because they would have been able to destroy Froslass and Snorunt. Excellent. Could have been scary for sure. But I'm just trying to think, like, if there's anything better than the Prime Catcher we could use. Like, we could go like that cape for an extra 100 health. Could be pretty neat. Luckily this doesn't reveal my hand, like what my deck is like, you know. Just one mulligan. Alright. Hey, statistically I should be taking more mulligans than this. But it is what it is. Oh. What is it? Oh, it's a mirror match. Oh. Okay then. Well, I'm going first, so I get to evolve first. Eat that sucker. So, a mirror match, you say? I like that art. It's pretty cool. If you're smart, you'll attach some energy to that one. Because that one's about to get destroyed. What? Okay. Monkey dog. What is your deck? You're not really doing the same kind of thing as me. That's fine, like, I can do... Like, we're playing Snorunt, you know what I can evolve into. Okay. Iron card, Pokemon tool, support card, and a stadium. You're really trying to fill out your deck, huh? Wow, 2 bosses orders and a dark energy. Damn, alright. I don't understand, like, why, you know, what is this deck? Marnie's gym, huh? Well, Spike Muff, so Marnie's Pokemon. We did see the Morgan. You're really trying to set that up, huh? Another monkey dog. Like, you don't understand, I'm going to one-shot your Pokemon. You're not going to be able to damage transfer. Okay. Okay, well I can destroy your Impidimp. Really trying to thin out your hand, huh? Which does come out of the downside of you not having many options later on. I didn't see what that was. Oh, you got Mega Froslass. Huh. Very interesting. Well, I got 3 Froslass ready to go. Like, that is cool, right? But I'm not sure if it's really particularly good. I mean, that's fine. I like it when you have more cards in hand, you know? If I can top deck like both orders, I can destroy a Froslass, for example. Budgie's a little bit annoying. I get the idea with the transfer of the Monkey Dory, but well, I can't really do anything, so I guess I'll put some water energy on one of them. Excellent. That way if you try to minimize your hand, I can still attack. It also gives me a chance to refresh my hand and get some good. I mean, yeah, you get to transfer some damage for sure, but like, I am destroying a Pokemon. I don't understand kind of the point of this. That's fine. Ooh, so now I can boss the orders to destroy Froslass, for example. Makes it less of a issue. I can also go for Wally's Compassion to heal. That's fine. Yeah, you better cry. Okay, what Grimstone does, I guess we'll find out. Search deck for 5 basic energy cards, attached to minus Pokemon any way you like. Okay, that's fine. Really trying to thin out your deck, huh? Oh, thin out your hand, rather. That's exactly enough to try Mega Froslass. But it does mean that you get free prizes. Which means I can do a fair amount of damage. So I don't think I need to do anything other than just attack. Like, what are you going to do next turn? Not much. You can transfer some cards over, but I'm going to Lucian, maybe get you to draw 6 cards. So either way, it kind of all comes down to this. Alternatively, I can just go Wally's Compassion. So, oh, you're really doing on that one, huh? Yep, retreat. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to need to do that to heal up my Froslass. So unless you got boss's orders, that's going to be a win for me. So if you have boss's orders, then you win. If not, you probably lose. Another switch. Very interesting. Well, I can do another Wally's Compassion if I need to. But as soon as I get a boss's orders or something, then you're screwed, you know? Well, there we go. To be fair, I could have gone Wally's Compassion to heal Froslass up a bit and keep the pressure up. But that went pretty well. Very nice. That definitely could have been scary, and I guess I wasn't aware that Froslass. I thought it was going to be a Froslass like mine, you know? Which would have been an interesting mirror match. Alright. Again, this is fine. 11 mulligans, huh? Alright. Would you like to draw 11 cards? I punished that with my Froslass. You do. Alright. Good chance you got your entire deck strategy figured out, but it's going to be pretty hard for you to get rid of all of those cards. I could force it with like a judge or something. So don't get too careless. I guess it really depends on what you have here. Oh. I could definitely go for... No, I need to prioritize getting myself a Froslass. Judge or something comes later. You have all those cards and you still need to search. Man, we're really getting to Dracolic, aren't we? I mean, I could go for a judge anyway, just to really disrupt his plays, because he just played like 3 of those poker pads to try and get Droopy and Dracolic, you know? So... or do I just prioritize getting a Froslass? We need Froslass. Boss's orders ain't too bad. Yeah, that's fine. Because now I can, like, start sniping some Pokemon, you know? Because maybe you'll, like, go for a Dracoke, you know? Or Dragapult. Either way. Whatever you attach an energy to, I will attack. I'm guaranteed to get different cards than the cards I put on there, so... So, what do you do with all those cards? I guess at this point it doesn't really matter if I reshuffle their hand because they got so much draw power that they can kind of do whatever they want. So I need to focus on getting my next Froslass up. Hello there, Egress. How's it going? Like, if the entire thing is about Monkey-Dory, I could just snipe it, but then you just have another one in Dark Energy and all that, but... could do that. I'm kind of scared... Oh, Ultra Ball is very good. Get myself a... Snorunt. You know, maybe they'll try and snipe it, which, you know, good for them, I guess. But I will be destroying that Decklist because it's got energy. I read your description, but this game now has in-app purchases. That's fine. I'm still gonna be playing free to play. Like, I don't. No in-app purchase. Well, I mean, it's kind of does, kind of doesn't, right? Because like, you can buy a real booster pack and then you can scan that in, right? I'm not doing any of that. So, I'm not spending anything. Is what I'm trying to get across. What do you do with Blaziken? I kind of forget what Blaziken does. Yeah, but, well, this game first cards into your face every month or two. Yeah. Like, it is very free-to-play friendly, for sure. I don't need to spend anything and I've already made this deck. But still, I'll keep it in the description because, like, I am not going to be spending anything. I'm just going to be having it for free. Let me guess. Okay. Well, if you do try to retreat, I can snipe it with boss's orders. If you got the Neo energy, that is cool, but I can just destroy your Dragapult. Yeah, trying to snipe my Snorunt, which is kind of annoying. It does mean that I do need to get another Snorunt for later. But do mind, this game will have a lot of bugs. Yeah, it does. I have noticed a few cards interaction being a little bit incorrect, you know? I've definitely noticed something like that, for sure. Okay, so you can destroy Snorunt, which is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. But not the worst. I have noticed that there's a few abilities where for some reason it doesn't exactly work, and then that kind of causes me to have a little bit of a disadvantage in the battle. I had one yesterday where I was trying to use Northern. It's got an ability where if we have the same card, and if we have the same number of cards in hand as the opponent, then the attack is free. But even though we both had 3 cards in hand, it wasn't working for some reason. It wouldn't have won me the match, but it would have caused the opponent to have a confusion check, which, if they did lose that, would have made me win, you know? So yeah, there's definitely like a few little things like that that I have noticed. Another one was that there was a stadium that like basically healed all status conditions if a Pokemon has like any energy, and the opponent's Pokemon was still poisoned, even though it had like 3 energy. You know? He's just trying to calculate how to thin out his hand. Yeah, but they are trying to fix the game, but game doesn't generate money, so TPC, I kind of neglect this game. Yeah, I guess like because it is so user friendly with the cost, I can understand that. How else are you going to thin out your hand? That's what I'm curious about. But yeah, it's very easy for me to build a deck. I only started playing this like last week, and I have a decent enough collection. You're really trying to thin out your hand, huh? I mean, it's working. So now you're at 4. If I go Lucian, these will go to the bottom of my deck. Not the greatest, but I kind of have to do that. This game came out in 2023 and still had bugs, so what time will you stream till? Because today there's maintenance. Yeah, I'll be definitely going offline before the maintenance, you know. So we have to go for a... We have to go for Snorunt. Even though you can Actually, we can't just lose here. Oh well. Not quite 100% win rate as I thought it would be, but it was a pretty good battle. Offline for 8 hours, yeah, that's fine, because like it's going off at like 1 AM for me, so I'll be way off by then, you know. Like that was a good battle. I should have just gone for like a judge maybe instead of a boss's orders. Also, I did not expect. I'm fine with my deck causing a few mulligans, right? But I did not expect 11. That was a bit. You know, of all the times for me to get 11, you know. But it is what it is. This is still a pretty fun deck to play. But yeah, there are even like bugs even just booting up the game, you know? Like, I have to change my internet so that I guess it's got a faster connection speed and doesn't time out or something, but it took me a bit to figure that out. Opponent going first is actually scary first because it can be potentially one shot, you know? So we might need to Petrel into the Buddy Poffins. Especially against this. It's gonna be annoying. It's actually going to be really annoying. For this deck, second is best? Yeah, for Jova? Or for me? Definitely not for me. I feel like my deck is definitely not suited for going second. I need that so that I don't immediately die. Yeah, I can do a bit of damage. Hilda. Like, Jilba's scary for me. If you evolve into Matang and Escadrille and get good luck with it, pretty rough for me. There's Escadrille. Why don't I add Salvatore? Spell kind of wrong though. I don't know what Salvatore does. Whoa. Until I have 3 cards in hand. Okay, well, I guess we'll get rid of 2 judge. That's a bit rude. I see. Excellent. So, we can punish you for doing that. In a way. Because we can go Lucian. We both shuffle. It's risky, but could be my best way to help out. Still, 3 is better than 2. Don't need to do anything else, so I can just 150. Next turn I can guarantee 200. Yeah, you're trying to thin out your hand. I mean, you're thinning out my deck. A little bit annoying. Let's get rid of that and that. We don't need those. Another Froslass. So you're trying to fin out your hand, but I can just go judge. We both shuffle draw 4. And suddenly I can destroy your Escadrille. Excellent. But what does Salvatore do? Does he evolve into Mega Froslass on first turn going second? Oh. Damn, alright. I did not know about that. I'm still new to this game, right? I'm still new to modern Pokemon, trying to figure it out. But I do appreciate when people are able to give me deck building tips like that. So we can check it out after this battle. How about that? I mean, it would be, I guess, good if I do go second, but ideally I go first. Really trying to fin out your hand, huh? Although you do have a Tang here. Okay. Triple Matang. I really hope he whiffs, like a lot. 1. Mega Signal MEG. But add 1 or 2 Salvatore just in case. Yeah, I could try that. So that's already Froslass out of here. If he wasn't hitting me for weakness, I would be a lot happier. Oh, he didn't want to... I guess he didn't need to. That's not bad. I don't think I'll win this. Like, he got pretty lucky with the Matang. I don't think I can really search anything. Do you have Boss's Order in deck? I do, but I can't Petrel into it, you know. But I can go with the Prime Catcher, which will force a swap. I just gotta, like, not knock out something. You have a 2 retreat cost, so if you're able to get 2 energy from your Matangs, that's something. I'll be doing like 200. Until he gets more cards, I can't really go for Escadrille. Oh, I should have just gone for Skarmory, shouldn't I? It's a Mega. Although it has free trait, so I'm not sure what I'm expecting here. Okay, we can... Boss's Orders next turn, if needed. If they have a bunch of cards in hand, we can Boss's Orders, you know? But there's a good chance that they get 2 Metal Energy from Matang. It's just, it's very unfortunate that, you know, our type matchup is not in our favour. Yeah, he's really going for the thinning out of the deck. Oh, yeah, and there's a switch. But, yeah, if it wasn't for the type matchup, we would have had a better chance against that. It is unfortunate. Alright, so let's check out Salvatore. Trainers, I'm guessing it's a supporter. Just making sure. Okay. You can't win with only Mega Froslass. I can, because I did before. But not against Escadrille, alright? Like, if you watched the previous stream, I was doing excellent with it. Alright. So, don't judge it just yet, you know? So Salvatore, you say? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can watch the previous stream if you'd like to see how successful it was. Like, we did like 6, maybe 7 matches last time, and we got like win after win after win after win. So we can win. You're just judging the deck by its cover. Search your deck for a card that has no abilities and evolves from one of your Pokemon. We can do that. Put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. You can use this card in your Pokemon you put down when you were setting up the play, or on a Pokemon that was put into play to set. I see. That would be pretty effective if we go second. We're very supporter heavy, so it would need to replace something else. Like, my deck is already pretty streamlined. I don't know how much I really need to worry. I mean, I guess technically, like, I got like a 50-50 chance of going second. You don't have an ability Pokemon, so yeah. Just got those ones. I can understand why it would be useful, for sure. I think I'm fine with this for now. It was just unfortunate that that person was able to dump their hand so easily, you know? I guess that's why they got things like Ultra Ball, isn't it? Oh well. What is the win rate of this deck? Well, in the last stream it was 100%. In this stream, I think it's about 50%. No, I mean Ultra rank. You know? But I don't really know if you can like go check out the statistics. You'll have to like manually keep track of it. But it can win. We're just facing smarter opponents now, so we might need to adjust the strategy. Go to 3 dots. Oh. Okay, so those losses were from the last hour. So we had 7 guaranteed, no, and we had like maybe like 1 or 2 wins this stream as well, maybe. So I want to say that we had like 8 wins in a row before, you know. And so you can hate on this Froslass if you'd like, but it's very clean and efficient, and when it does work, it does work. The only thing I'm thinking of like is maybe changing up my Prime Catcher for like the Hero Cape or whatever for an extra 100 health. But for now, this is fine. We just need to stop battling Escadrille decks, you know? Like, how do we counter that? Like, what's the weakness of Escadrille? Because, like, it seems like Metang is pretty good. fire. I mean, well, yeah, besides the actual weakness of that, I mean, like, do they have problems going first? Do they have problems going second? Are they pretty hard to get their evolution pieces? Is it more of an energy requirement, you know? Like, what is their weakness? Rather than just fire, you know? Because, like, as great as my deck is, right, it does have its weaknesses that aren't just metal type, you know? Like, there are other ways to counter it. So, I'm just trying to figure out what those other ways are for Escadrille. We'll go again. Just trying to think. Like, is it worthwhile just going Judge against it to hopefully prevent them from getting their pieces? Or is it better to... I guess the more cards they have in hand, A, the better our deck is against them, but B, the less they can get from their deck, right? If they got a bunch of energy in hand. So that could be the weakness. Batang, I guess because they need energy. Yeah. Yeah, getting rid of the Batang is pretty good, but it seems like they are pretty streamlined into it. Like, it looks like everyone's using the Team Rocket communicator thing to get Petrel, which is an interesting tech, because then that allows you to get, like, Buddy Poffin, allows you to get other things. 2 Mulligans, that's pretty good. Better than 11 the other match. Okay. And we're guaranteed not to get, like, one shot. If we're battling Darkrai, we are fine. I got a secret weapon against Darkrai. Okay, so here's the Metang deck again. We kind of just pass. We don't need to do anything. When this card came out, I played Mega Froslass more, but I got bored and moved on. I'll probably get bored from success, but, you know, I am open to playing other decks. I just gotta get interested in it, you know? Ideally, if we can snipe Drillbur ASAP, that'd be great. Or the Metang. So, I guess as long as I start destroying, I should be happy. Alright. Guarantee some energy. And fin out our deck at the same time. Get this Beldum out of here. That requires a lot more energy, and our deck is more designed around the first one. But if we can build up to it, we will. But for the most part, we are just focusing on the first attack. I just gotta hope that you don't get lucky with the Metang. Even if you do... Yeah, so you're really trying to thin out your deck now. I can judge to force you to have some cards. I feel like Genesect is part of the reason this is hard, you know? Like, Genesect is really good for this deck, huh? He needs more energy. Yeah, for the... Like, he's still hitting for super effectiveness, but... Okay, some people are just built different, I guess. And unfortunately, he's not had enough cards for me to counter attack. Yeah, I don't think we can win against that. Like, Genesect is so good for that deck. Also, if we weren't like hitting for... if he wasn't hitting us for weakness, I feel like it would be better. But if everyone's going to be using Escadrille in this rank, then we might need to switch to a different strategy. But I'd like to battle something that we aren't super effective against and they aren't super effective against me, you know, like I want it to be a bit more of a clean match. I think hate streamers or use all your luck and yes I stream. I'm pretty lucky, but like I am now in Ultra rank. Like before I was in Great Ball rank, right? Now I'm in Ultra rank, so I feel like there's more competent decks and players at this point. So if everyone like in the higher ranks is just going to use Escadrille, then maybe I'll try something else, you know? I hate going second because like if he goes Rare Candy Greninja on his next turn with like the near upper energy or whatever, I just lose, you know? Then I use Dragon Pulse. This one's using Stay. Like a Mega Starmie deck. Okay, so there's energy guaranteed. We don't have any way to guarantee a Froslass. There's a Froslass. And that's one Furky out of here. Oh wait, no, not yet. We need to survive another turn. Okay, well next turn we can potentially snipe Mega Starmie if needed. That is kind of annoying. This is why we don't like going second. But we are fine. We are fine. Energy search. Just trying to think. No, we probably don't want to do much anything, so we'll just go for Petrel for later. But I mean, you didn't reach real rank. What's real rank? Okay. I feel like I can do something with Prime Catcher later on. We can go for a nice 200. In Master League, everyone uses Dragon Pulse. Great. Another Mega Starmie, huh? I mean, I could just use your stadium as well. Which is separate elo rank. This is Ultra Egg. Gotcha. Yeah, we can just swap. We can... Is it worthwhile? We'll go for a Judge. It does suck because I'd like to heal up my Wally, but we can guarantee a KO and Starmie. Okay, no Snorunt. Oh. Savvy Angry Ninja. One energy. Any more damage? Do you require Prime Catcher as a spec? I mean, I don't need it. I mean, we have another A spec where I can reduce one postcard upon knocking out. Yeah, so I could get like 3 with that, I getcha. I am still kind of debating what I want as my A spec. Believe it or not, this stadium's gonna be kind of annoying for me. Okay. It was Legacy Energy. Yeah. So I could like put that in, for example. You know. I do have that. But yeah, I was kind of debating about what my A spec should be, you know. Oh, you're going into Greninja. Okay. I feel like I just go for Lillie's Determination to draw some cards. Next turn I can do some healing, which is pretty good. Maybe I can also get the 150 attack, you know. Do you like pre-release format? I don't know what that is. Like, I haven't done modern TCG yet, you know. Yeah, it doesn't need upper energy. Air balloon, that's fine. You're really trying to just like thin out your hand, aren't you? I mean, build and battle format, they both interchangeable. Oh yeah, I tried that the other day. The build and battle box. It was good. Can't I just win? Now you got 6 cards in hand, I can just destroy your Mega Greninja. And that's the game. Yeah. I mean, just in case, right? I can heal up my Froslass. -1 energy, and I'm good. You're doing 300 damage. Yeah, yeah. So it is a game. I'm just making sure. But I feel like maybe the opponent misplayed a bit. But even though I only had Mega Froslass, I was able to win. You know. But, you know, maybe I'll swap it out soon. It really depends on how many more Escadrilles I kind of battle, you know? Like, I could change up my ace back. But I don't really know which is the best, but at least the Prime Catcher, A, it allows me to swap out, and B, it's kind of like an extra boss's orders that I can just search off Petrel, so I feel like it's still pretty good. Like, all the ace specs, I guess, in a way, are pretty good, right? Like, none of them are particularly bad. They'll just be useful in different ways. Okay, we get to go first, which is much better than going second first. But yeah, I was on the build and battle thing like yesterday, and that was really fun. I did like 3 rounds of it. Each time I got like 3 wins, 2 losses. But that's what I was talking about with the bug, like because I was using the Noivern, and the ability wasn't really working correctly. It wouldn't have guaranteed a win, but it could have, you know? That's fine, we don't care if the opponent has cards in hand. What we care about is Snorunt and Froslass. It's a very streamlined deck. And if the opponent has cards in hand, that isn't really a bad thing. It was bugged since it launched. Yeah, I know, because I guess because I just started playing 8 months ago. Yeah. Another Ogerpon, huh? Choose wisely. That is good amount of health for sure. Oh, thanks for refilling your hand. That really helps us out, actually. You know, I thought this game board was bug. There's something wrong with this game board, or is it 9 cards in hand, so we should be able to just destroy Ogerpon, right? Nine times 5, 45, yeah. We'll save our energy for later. But there goes your big Ogerpon with your hero cape. Hope it was worth it. But we do need another Snorunt ASAP. Because, especially with Meganium, it can get pretty nutty. So if you're able to like red candy into it, it's looking pretty rough for us. Okay, really funny. Okay. Oh, I really hope you're not able to get Meganium this turn, you might be able to actually. I don't know if there's any stadium that would help us out. Ultra Ball. Okay. They change game board periodically. Ah. Yeah, now you're trying to figure out your hand, aren't you? What's that, a Psyduck? Ah, I guess just for that ability. Oh, if you have Meganium. That's really bad. Because now it has cancel 6 energy. Okay, we still live. So we have a few options. We could A, Lucian. If they draw 6, we can destroy Ogerpon. But it does mean that they're going to be effective next turn. But we kind of need a... We kind of do need a Snorunt. And actually Lucian will help guarantee us that. Because they go to the bottom of the deck, and then we draw. Okay, we get 6. That's not good. That's really not good. Okay, we just lose. It was a bit of a gamble, but we lose, you know? It is what it is. There was no way to guarantee a Snorunt. So I'm thinking, should we bring in that Team Rocket communicator? That way we can search for Petrel, you know? Because then that allows us to get Buddy-Buddy Poffin, Energy Search, Mega Signal. We don't really need Pokégear. We don't really need Pokégear. Like, we got plenty of supporters already. There's always going to be something that we're going to be playing. So I feel like we get rid of Pokégear and put in that Team Rocket communication device so that we can search for that, which we can search for energy in emergency, a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, you know, add a Legacy energy. It would mean that we need to take out the A spec, right? Or can we have this and the energy? There's no way we can have both, right? I mean, I guess I don't need this. No, you can't have both. Okay. But it would allow us to potentially get 3 Froslasses at any to defeat, which is a lot better than 2. Because 3 is a bigger number than 2. So, I guess we can do that. So, I don't really need Pokégear. I don't really need that. Get the Legacy energy in. Then we get it's an item card. Is this one? So search for your deck for a supporter card that has Team Rocket in its name. So I feel like that would be useful. If everyone's using it, I might as well, right? We got 2 of them already. I don't like, this is also kind of a bit of a annoying thing with the UI. Like, if I say it's like Petrel, right? I don't have 4 of these fancy ones, right? I got like 1 or maybe 2, right? But if I'm in this mode and I'm going like plus or minus, it's going to be adding the fancy version of it rather than the regular version. So, if like, even though you have other regular ones, it'll be trying to ask you like, hey, you don't have the shiny one, you know, so you gotta craft it, you know? So, but it does work if you drag it, which is weird. But yeah, we can do that. It's only 200, we're fine. Oh, you need to click on the available button? Ah. I see. Still, a little bit weird. Like, it's not exactly intuitive. So yeah, that should increase our chances. Because we can go Petrel into these three. We can go Ultra Ball if we need to. I feel like we don't really need Ultra Ball. Or do we? Like, it does allow us to search for Froslass or Snorunt in an emergency. Yeah, players been complaining about this since 2023. Yeah, I remember the previous client, the online. That was alright. Do we need Ultra Ball, or can we like use something else? I need to guarantee, I think 3 Ultra Balls? Probably. I probably don't need 4, yeah. Which means we do have room for something else. I don't think I need... I probably need like one less of like maybe Lucian Determination, because I'm kind of shuffling my hand with Lucian or Judge anyway for the opponent. So I feel like I don't need Lucian Determination. You can add one Pokepad if you want. That'll get me Snorunt. It won't get me Froslass. I guess if there was something comparable to Ultra Ball, a lot more people would be using it, huh? Could always go for something... Yeah, but you don't need to discard cards. Yeah, we don't really care about discarding cards. Like, ideally we keep all our cards, so if we battle like a mill deck, you know, that might be annoying. Could we go Night Stretcher, but not really. I mean, Special Red card is another way to force the opponent to have cards in hand. It's not much, but it's something. We could replace it with a different supporter. Actually, is there any stadium that would help us? Like, do you know any stadium that would be good? Like, for us? Like, I feel like there's something that allows you to draw cards, right? Turn ends? Maybe. No, we don't want that. They'll be using that against us. What can we use? Do I need that? I don't think there's anything particularly good here that would need type draw and search. Where's search? Is that in... Is that in here somewhere? Oh. Okay, they may draw 2 cards. Not really. Yeah, none of that's particularly good. But we can't look at supporter cards now. Got that in mind. So these should be all the ones that draw. There was... I did see this one. But we need to have a Pokemon in hand. And the opponent can purposefully guess wrong. You know? We could always go like an evolution. You know? Could bring back the Harlequin. They know Froslass. Yeah, exactly. So they're not willing to go for it. This is hard sometimes. What about like a Pokemon tool? Like any useful Pokemon tool that we go for? And game gives options of opponents, so yeah. Oh, that could be funny. A Berry? Just for the Escaville matchup? Well, they're hitting for like 200. That goes up to 400. Meowth. Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to have any other Pokemon because like the idea is that we want to always start off with Snorunt. If we start off with Meowth, that's really gonna suck, you know? And it gives them an extra thing to boss his orders into. You know, so if it's gonna be a Pokemon, it's gotta be something really good. But I don't want to like use Pokemon like Serendipity or Meowth, you know? I don't want like any targets. And the thing with Serendipity is that ideally we don't have many Pokemon being knocked out. Because like we streamlined to Froslass, right? Hopefully twice. If we had like a lot of like 2 prize Pokemon or 1 prize Pokemon, then Serendipity might be better. But we want it to just be only Froslass. We want to guarantee Snorunt. And we don't care if the opponent gets a few cards from Mulligan, because then that empowers Froslass, because it'll be harder for them to get rid of the cards, you know? So ideally I don't go for any other Pokemon. We go for another trainer. So could go for an evolution just to help guarantee it. Or just another Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Yeah, maybe. Could go for another Hilda. You know what? Fine. We'll bring in 1 Salvatore in case we go second and we manage to get it. How about that, eh? We'll bring in 1 Salvatore. Okay, we only have 1. Who knows? Maybe it'll show up. maybe it'll be useful. Could be funny. Alright. If nothing else, I feel like that's a good enough way to attack. Wait, we can search for this with Hilda, right? That's pretty good. I like that. Alright. Let's give this a try, shall we? Oh, we'll just cut out with a goodie. And then we'll go into another match with our updated deck. There was one pack where I got like 3 charge bugs in a row. Yeah, this guy's kind of annoying. Specifically for my deck, because I got weakness. I feel like my other decks could probably handle Escadrille relatively well, but this one is particularly weak against it. Alright, so yeah, even if they draw like 50 cards, right, it's going to be a lot hard, it's going to be pretty hard for them to get rid of all of those cards unless they like shuffle redraw, you know? If you get Froslass was Ice type, yeah. So it's not weak to fire, which, you know, is Ice type, but it's weak to metal. Thank you, I'd like to go first anyway. Going first is what I do best. Okay, we get Snorunt. We can guarantee Froslass. We can guarantee an energy search out of this. But we also have lose the energy, so... Oh, we get to mulligan? We get to draw, sorry? Okay. Okay. Why do... It must be like another damage kind of thing, like with, maybe Greninja? A Greninja variant? But, hey, I get to draw cards once. Okay, I don't care about the Dunsparce, because like, if you get to draw more cards, then that's good for me. We'll just end it like this. We don't need to do anything fancy yet. It's like, here you go, take all the supporters. Yeah. Yep, it's a Greninja variant. That's fine. I want you to have cards in hand. That one, huh? So, I think it'll be best to go for Petrel to get a few more Snorunt onto bench. Get myself a Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Then next turn we can go Hilda to get another Froslass into play as well as energy, you know? So we probably don't even need the Ultra Ball. There goes Dunsparce. W Energy, okay. I hate when sometimes game freezes for 3 seconds. Yeah. It could be my internet. Friggity, if we can get a boss's orders next turn, like top deck it, we can snipe it. Although, I guess I'm worried about the one with energy, huh? Okay. I forget what Dusk Snorunt does. I think it's like got a kamikaze attack, right? Like ability. Again, I don't care if you go for the Dunsparce. I also don't care if you go for Collect. Okay, we'll just guarantee a Froslass. I doubt they're going to do any such conditions, but you never know. But you should have seen my match against a Darkrai player. I had Bubbly Energy and they did not like that. So I don't think we really need to do much else. We can just kind of attack for a bit. And knock itself out for 130 damage on your Pokemon. Yeah, okay. Again, like, if you go the Dunsparce, right? I don't care because that makes it a lot easier for me to battle a Mega Greninja, you know? Should be Ladies Man, like similar to my name. Are you gonna go with the near upper energy? I hate it when you do that. Well, okay. Really trying to get the upper energy, huh? You didn't get it, did you? Excellent. There we go. Yeah, we're getting there. Not too far until we get to Master League. I reckon we can do it. Now we've upgraded my deck. Cool, I like to go first. Because evolving ASAP before they can one-shot my Snorunt is always good. Okay, no Mulligan, so immediate Snorunt. Energy, evolution, healing, interference, refresh. Pretty good. Good old Oricorio. Well, at least we got type advantage. Shortcuts for supporters. Delphox had a pretty cool ability. Gonna sacrifice... Oh, you're sacrificing that one. I guess you wouldn't go for Call for Family, huh? So Delphox had an attack where it's like damage times energy on the field. I forget what Mega Delphox was like. But there's no way you're not going for Mega Delphox if you got Oricorio, right? So what does Mega Delphox do? Is it worthwhile to just destroy Oricorio? Excellent, we get more Snowrunts. get myself a Froslass. It was Waste Mega. Like a bad one. Like, is it worthwhile to destroy Oricorio in case they do anything? I think I'm gonna do that because I'm a bit scared of Oricorio to go like Fire Breathing, you know? Just destroy Oricorio. Don't need to worry about it. Get 2 prizes, help out my hand. I guess the fact that we can search out the Legacy Energy with Hilda does make it pretty useful, huh? Because then we can kind of parry it. Like, if we're about to die, we can just 1 energy to reduce the prize, which maybe the opponent's not expecting. Again, I don't care if you use Serendipity. That's fine. Like, the more you use Serendipity, the stronger Froslass is. Not that it matters because like you're weak to my Pokemon, but you know. It does 200 damage and burns and confuses opponent active Pokemon. Okay, sounds like we should go for a Bubbly Energy then, because then we don't need to worry about confusion or burn. Okay, there's Oricorio again. Sounds like we're just gonna have to bite the bullet. So yeah, if we go for... Not Legacy Energy, I meant to go for Bubbly Energy. Oh well, we can worry about that later. It's fine. We'll just have to go to Legacy Energy on that one. Misplay. Yeah, it's fine. We do have type advantage, you know, so I'm not too worried about it. And all we gotta do is destroy 1 Mega Delphox. If they go a Mega Delphox, right, destroy Mega Froslass somehow, the next one will just be able to destroy them because they'll get 3 cards. We're hitting for twice, so they'll get minimum 150 times 2, 300, which is probably going to be enough to destroy. Plus, the more cards I have, more damage. So, I guess I'm lucky that we're having a type advantage, but even so, I meant to go for Bubbly Energy. Yeah, alright. So, now they can go Mega Delphox, attach a bunch of fire energy from hand to their bench. Bench Pokemon. Okay. So it has to be a different one. Can we play a match? Well, I mean, you know what my deck is like, so you're gonna just counter me, aren't you? You can't. Oh, you're going Mega Delphox. Okay. Not bad. Luckily, we don't need that much energy for our Pokemon. Like, that is cool with Oricorio, but it's still kind of needing a Mega at the moment. What's that? Ultra Ball. That's fine. Like, even if you go down to like 1 card, I'm still doing 50 damage. Like, I mean 100 damage. So, even just 2 cards or 3 cards, I'm still doing a lot of damage. I probably don't need to worry about this Snorunt. Like, these 3 Froslass should be enough. And luckily they only have like a 1 retreat cost as well. So if I do get confused or whatever, I can just swap out. I can also Wally's Compassion to heal up, you know. So it's surprisingly hard for them to destroy Froslass, which is why I'm not particularly interested in Serendipity. Because it's going to be pretty rare for them to KO my Froslass, and I'd rather them not to target Serendipity and Snorunt as well, you know. Hello there, Ziggy. Please can I have a shout out? I mean, shout out to Ziggy. How's that? But welcome in. I don't think I've seen you before. Is that a... Yeah, that's a Mega Lucario profile. Neat. And now I'm looking at Igris, you got a Pikachu of a hat. Like, from a distance, it kind of looked like some kind of chicken with a hat, you know? But now I'm looking at closer, it's a Pikachu. Well, we can always boss his orders into something. It was Pikachu with Ash hat, I guess. Yeah, like, Ash has, like, so many different hats, right? Like, there's so many different Pikachu with hats, because, like, Ash has, like, different hats throughout the series. Like, Delphox, my guy. Do you not know what my attack does? You refilling your hand like that is not in your favor. Like, your best case scenario is to have 0 cards in hand. And that's not exactly something that you want to be in. You know, you either have cards in hand so I deal more damage, or you have 0 cards in hand, in which case your plays are very limited. Anyway, you have type advantages. Yeah, I'm not stressed about this one. I can bosses orders anything particularly scary. I can, like, even without type advantage, I feel like I still got this based off the kind of deck that they're playing, you know? Like, if they weren't weak to water, I feel like this kind of matchup, I still have the advantage. Oh, Red Candy. Hey, Mega Delphox, we can just boss order into that and destroy. Easy. You now get to dump all your fire energy onto it. And then you can retreat. You can destroy Mega Froslass if you're lucky, right? But we got another one on the bench. So, like, what are you gonna do? I mean, that's cute and all, but I don't know what you're expecting here. Because I don't have much of an energy requirement, so your attack isn't going to be as useful. Very clever. Oh, you didn't even use it. That could have been a clever play, because that would have saved your Mega... Oh, no. Actually, it wouldn't have saved you, because matchup, but we just win here. Three cards in hand. I guess because of type matchup, we are doing 600, you know? No, we're doing 300. Not bad. Oh well, it makes it a bit more interesting if I play it like this, you know? Put down the other Froslass. Good. But I feel like I'm not really that worried, because if they knock out Mega Froslass, I can use the other one to get a revenge kill, because I'll be getting 3 cards. You know? Like, yeah. I don't blame you. There wasn't much the opponent could have done for that, you know? I mean, sure we had type matchup advantage, but I feel like we had a pretty good position if it was like a neutral type, you know? Now tell me this, is it a misplay if you still win if you do it? You know, like, is it still a misplay if you win? I guess, probably yes. Okay, it's fine. The more cards we give the opponent, the stronger our Froslass is, so let's see how many muggins we get. Just one. Pretty good. Okay, we got Evolution. We can get another Snorunt in emergency. We got plenty of energy. So guess depends on what they flip up. Type null. There's no way they're able to destroy me in one turn. Any thoughts on the upcoming set? I have no idea, I've not seen it at all. I don't even know when it comes out. What its name is, any feature cards in it, you know, I don't know anything about it. You know, what is the name of it? What is, like, when is it coming out? That's only really good if you have, like, draw power or if you really need something. 30th celebration? I see. That could be a little bit of anything, huh? When's it come out? Huh? My guy. I guess Slowpoke is about having no cards in hand, right? Would I have battled Mega Slowpoke before? 30 years since first set launch. Gotcha. I feel like they were just trying to empty out their hand, weren't they? If that's the case... If that's what they're trying to do, we're going to try and force them to have a card in hand. We just gotta survive one more turn. Because next turn, we're going with the Lucian. That way, we force the opponent to have cards in hand. "15th of September? Interesting. Oh, so we actually get it a day early in live. Very interesting. Also, what is my opponent doing? Anyone know the strategy? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, live get set to launch day 1. Yeah, 1 day early. I don't understand the strategy here. But we'll play it. Sure, you can have more cards in hand, but I get possibly more Snorunt. Okay, more Snorunt, more Froslass. I feel like that's a pretty good trade. And it's only 3 cards instead of 6, so I'm not too worried about that. It does mean that we're kind of top decking for a bit, but should be fine. Oh, excellent. So we can do that as well if they really thin out their hand. Like, what is your strategy here, Slowpoke? Damn. That's why we have a backup. That's why we have a backup. Excellent. So your whole thing is trying to get like no cards in hand, right? My whole thing is to make you have cards in hand. So it's a pretty interesting match. Because you want to have no cards in hand, but I want you to have as many cards in hand as possible. Quite the interesting matchup we have here. I will bring Mega Bombsnow. Mega Bombsnow is interesting, huh? Deck for Pokemon, a supporter card, and a basic energy card. Okay. I feel like this is very interesting kind of deck. Yeah, so next time they'll be able to do that, right? But if I go Judge, that really disrupts their plan. Because if they ever have like 2 supporter cards, you know, then, or like no evolution, then it's not too bad. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we just go for Judge. Like, the odds of them having enough cards to really empty out their hand and use that Gladion are pretty low, right? Did you know this game allows to play Saboteur despite you don't have any Pokemon to evolve? Yeah, that was a bit weird, wasn't it? Come on, there's no way you can do it, right? Okay, well... it's not enough for KO, but it is scary. I would have to swap into my reserve Froslass. It was a bug, and in today's maintenance, it's been fixed. Ah, okay. So, I need to do this. Try for Lucian next turn. Like, surely they're running out of... Yeah, bit low on Ultra Balls. Bit low on Gladion, you know, so... Boss top deck? It could be. That'd be scary, actually. But if I can get past the Slowbro, I feel like I don't have enough energy to... compete. Okay, we do get energy, which is great. Because we can swap into our other Froslass. Here, I'll give you some cards. How does that sound? Quite an interesting matchup. I draw 6. Yeah, how many do you get? Do you get 3 or do you get 6? You get 6 as well. Please, have some cards on me, you know? Excellent. I'll take 9. Hey, Dono, how's it going? Maybe it's worthwhile to... go for another Froslass, in case they're able to do anything. If they are able to do anything, they'll probably go for damage one, but... So, there's no way that you can empty out your hand again, right? And we can just kind of boss orders into Ledians, depending on how many cards I get in hand. Pretty good. We finished up Pokemon White 2 last night. The World Tournament arc is upon us. Fair enough. You can use an energy to, or you can yeet. If you want. I can always judge you. Like, there's no way you're able to empty out your hand now, right? Okay. Okay. Especially not with that, because that gets you a supporter card in hand. Although... Actually, I guess you can use Academy at Night. How much damage is that doing? 30 more. 160 plus 50, that's 210 plus 30, so that's 240, so we still live. This is quite the interesting matchup. But surely if I get past this one, I don't need to worry about any other Slowpoke, right? At least no more Slowbro. But you can't attach another energy this turn, so you can only discard one card. You can't really swap out because you're an old Pokemon and you got free retreat cost. So... he's thinking that I can't have enough cards in his hand, but I can just do a judge. Quite the interesting matchup, for sure. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that would have been a good play. But my deck is all about giving you cards. Like, please, take some cards. You know? And your deck is all about trying to have no cards in hand, which is pretty cool. It's a great matchup. But, no more Slowbro for you. You gotta be a bit more creative with that. And I can always Lucian again, so... what's it gonna be, bucko? Okay, but you have no more Slowpoke. Slowbro, rather. I have a suggestion that, Ignition Energy? Yeah, that'd be good to get. Although... like, there's no more Soybro that I need to worry about, right? Like, sure you could go for another Gladion and do some decent damage. But there's 4 Soybro, so there's no more Soybro. If I go for... oh, it's a very... because you have Hilda, you can take it out anytime you want. If you have Hilda in hand, yeah. Yeah, right. Assuming... okay, it is in my deck. If it was the Prime Prize card, that would have been scary. Alright. It means we just kind of tap Clefairy. But... I doubt they're running boss's orders, like they need Gladion, they need this thing, you know, so... okay, now I go with Lucian, because even though I get 3 cards, I'm doing 150, and that's enough. That was quite the interesting matchup. Like, have you ever seen anything like that? Even if you get 3, but you get 6. That was a fun one. I like that. Yeah, that was a good one. Because, like, opponent's like, I don't want any cards in hand. I'm like, please, have some cards in hand. You know, it's good. Neat. So, we are getting some crafting points, so we could build towards another deck if we want. What's our win rate now? And it's still in the 73% area. So around, you know, 3/4 of the time we win. Which I think is pretty good. Especially considering that the times that we've lost were either when we go second, sometimes, or when we're battling Escajil. I feel like that's still a pretty good ratio at the moment. So, I would like to build another deck. Now, just go with not owned. Which deck? So, there is a Pokemon that is really up my alley in terms of how it's played. Let's go alphabetical. Crustle. So prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. Which seems to be pretty common. Oh my god, no. Is it that bad? Like good or bad, you know? Like, are you saying no because it's a terrible Pokemon, or no because you don't want to battle it? Like, this does shut down... It was good for you, yeah. Like, it does shut down a lot of decks, and like, this counters my Froslass deck, for example. You know? I don't want to battle it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because like, a lot of people are going to be using EX Pokemon because they're pretty strong. So, Crustle is pretty good. There will be occasionally like a Delphox or what else have I kind of seen? You know, things like that damage counter spread deck, you know, with Monkey Dory. You know, there will be things like that. But this does make you wonder, you know, like, it could be pretty good. Fine, I'll say that for now. What I was kind of thinking was Buddy-Buddy. 4 coins. This stack of 60 for each heads, right? If at least 2 of them are heads, your opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. Getting 2 heads out of 4 coin flips is likely, you know? Did you open any packs? Yeah, we opened some. So, this isn't bad. The I Now Masterclass. Ooh, very nice. What kind of deck did you use? And what kind of decks did you battle? Like, because like, pretty decent chance that we're doing damage, right? And if we get at least 2 heads out of 4 coin flips, we can paralyze the opponent and stun lock them. I mean, did you use trainer points? Like, we have used trainer points before. I have been buying some bundles and stuff. I can beat you. With the Crustle or with the Froslass? Like, which deck are you talking about beating? But yeah, we have been spending some points as we've been collecting them, you know. But yeah, Buddy-Buddy maybe, because decent damage, paralysis. The only thing is stage 2, which I don't particularly want to do. What was another Pokemon I was kind of thinking of? Okay, can we play one game? Are you going to pick a deck to directly counter my Froslass, or do you want to like test your own deck against my Froslass deck? Because I do have other decks I can use, which you probably don't know about. So, my own deck? Yeah, but do you want to battle my Froslass deck, or would you like to battle something else? Your wish. Alright, as long as you don't, like, you know, stream snipe and, kind of, I'll try to be very silent with my strategy, but just don't screen peek, you know? If you're okay with that. Alright. Okay, I won't stream snipe. Yeah, that would be good, because then you know what kind of supporters I have in hand. Okay, let's just get rid of this. There we go. Alright. There we go. I'm guessing that's you. Excellent. So how do we... I guess challenge? Alright. I think timers are fine. Alright. We're using this, so don't look. Now do I go back? Do you want timers on or off? I don't mind. How do I do it? So... challenge. There we go. Don't look at my deck name. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Just focus on your own thing. Don't look at it. Alright, let's do this. I've had some fun with this deck as well. It's not particularly great, but I have had some fun. Sure, I'll go first. Oof. Okay. Alright, what do we bet on here? I see. If it is Darkrai, that's going to be kind of annoying. But we push through. Oh, okay. So Mega Sharpedo, Mega Lopunny maybe? Okay. I know that this special energy doesn't really do anything. It was kind of a new addition and I didn't realize it was good for my deck. Or bad for my deck rather. Okay. And we beat John. I'm very curious what you got though. Yeah, fair enough. So next turn. Okay. Here's Mega Sharpedo. That's fine. Excellent. Okay, let's go with that. Do that on you. Hey, I'm guessing it's Sharpedo time. Nope, Carvana. Alright, so you can get a Mega Sharpedo if you'd like. And a good old Legacy Energy. I see that you're a bit of a fan of the Legacy Energy, huh? Okay. Let's go. It's good. It's good. I love it. We start building up our next monkey. Meanwhile, we just start doing some damage. Baneri, huh? Come on, survive. Dang it. Not quite. Well. That works. Here's monkey number 2. Mega White Bunny. Alright. Oh. Okay. That's pretty cool. I think there's still a chance that I survive your attack. Like, I'm not stopping the damage, I can just maybe prevent myself from dying, you know? Yeah. Excellent. Okay, yeah, that kind of counters me a bit. Okay. Yeah, there you go, there's some dark energy. Damn, alright. Yeah, Monkey Dough is kind of rough. I bet you were sweating until you got that dark energy, huh? Oh, and that bypasses that ability. Yeah, I think you win. I don't... Especially with Monkey Dough, that just kind of counters me, so I think... Especially if you're Lopunny bypassing Magicino, you win this one. But that was a good match. It wasn't a bug. No, I wasn't saying it was a bug. I was saying that you bypassed me. I wasn't saying it was a bug. But that was a fun match. You know, I bet you were sweating until you got that dark energy, weren't you? Because you really wanted to get it onto the Monkey Dough. Which is one of the weaknesses of that deck, you know, but... You can see the vision, you know? Not one of my, like... Not my best deck, because that would be Froslass, but that was still pretty good, you know? Like, I have fun with that deck, because, like, I can maybe survive, like, a bunch of attacks. But yeah, how did you enjoy that? You enjoyed that? It's getting kind of late here, and I guess, like, maintenance won't be too long, like about, like, 1.5 hours or so, so... Probably, like, close it off now. We can do one more quick one if you'd like. But otherwise that'll be it for tonight, you know? Okay. I don't know what you mean by okay, but... I will change it. Okay, so we're going again, huh? Alright. I could go with my, like, first deck, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. But I see that you like your legacy energy, don't you? I can see that you like it. Alright. Charge friend. Alright. But yeah, I can tell that you like that legacy energy. But what do you think of mine? Like, did you think that was fun? Now I can be potentially immortal. Obviously Monkey Dough counters it, but, you know. Alright, would you like to go first or second? Fun. Maybe I should go with a crystal deck. Maybe I should. Maybe that will be fun for me. Could be pretty effective, actually. But I guess your Lopunny counters that, huh? Because it can ignore the abilities. IDT, it would... I don't think it would matter because Lopunny's second attack don't get... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like... Lopunny can counter that. So, good to know. I think that's the first time I actually battled a Mega Pony as well. I was using the Jinx before. That I love the Jinx, but that's gonna be interesting. I get you with a retreat cost. Retreat cost on Ariados and kissing of Jinx. I get what you're putting down. What are the chances that you go for, like, healing disruption? Kind of low, right? Yep, there's Ariados. Battle Cage, that's fine. And Chandler. Alright. Oh, wait, I think I know what you're gonna do. I should have gone. It's fine. Yep, rampant. Rampant is a bit scary. there's a Jinx. Okay. How easy are you able to switch out? Unless you got like near upper energy. Ah, air balloon. There's that upper energy. That's pretty annoying. Well, GG, I'm out of Froslass. But that was a good one. If I hadn't had a Froslass, I'd be able to keep up the pressure, but that was a good one. Because if I hadn't had a Froslass, I would have been able to boss's orders into your other Shinderer and knock it out, but I didn't have one, you know. But yeah, that was good. Yeah, obviously I still need to make more decks. I probably need to make a crystal deck. I'm just saying. But otherwise, I'll try to think of what else I want to build. If you have any ideas, that'd be cool. Because as you can kind of tell with my decks, I like the unorthodox decks. Like, I like to be a bit weird with it, you know, not really meta. So there were a few Pokemon I was kind of thinking about making. So maybe I try one of those, you know, but Actually, if you really want, we can take a look at some of the cards I was kind of interested in. Let's search. So, one of them was Tornado. Mega Bomb Site. I did buy one of those decks. It does seem because like whenever we get damaged by an attack, we discard an energy, which is pretty decent for a basic Pokemon, you know, like, so maybe using that with something else would be pretty cool. There was also Cinderace. Cinderace looks pretty cool if we can start off with that, you know. So if we need something that has a lot of energy, we could go with Cinderace. There was Vanillux. Yeah, ends one. Double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon, which could be something. Mega Zygarde, huh? Let's see. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Oh, pretty good. Or 5 energy. Wow. That is something, isn't it? Isn't it like a Pokemon tool that cares about Zygarde? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, let's see. So, Vanillux to double the number of damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. I'm wondering if we can build around that, or if that's kind of a bit of a stretch, you know. I don't know a good way to really do that. Alternatively, there was Feraligatr. My choice was either Feraligatr or Froslass, and I think I chose Froslass because it was faster, but this potentially just one-shots everything. If we can build around that. You know? There was... What else was there? There was... Yeah, there was the Butterfree, which I showed you before. I feel like there was something in metal that I was kind of thinking of. What was it? I think it'll be great with Salvager. Salvager. Oh yeah, there was Steelix. That was something, but there was something else. I forget what I was interested in. Sorry, Cerulege. Gotcha. Yeah, we could try something with Cerulege, maybe. What was I interested in? I kind of forget. Was it Mowile? Not really. Okay, maybe it wasn't metal. Was it dark? don't think it was dark. Yeah, I feel like dark was not really my thing. Hydreigon? Yeah, nah, I know that one. I don't think I'm interested. Was it? Trying to think of what was interesting to me. Pikachu? Maybe. Nah, so I'm sorry. Unless you like me in this one? I mean that's pretty neat, you can keep healing it up. And you're expecting a lot of damage. There was Rotom, but I don't think I can really build a good Rotom deck. Why are there like 3 different Pikachu EXs? Like, come on, man. Nothing's screaming out to me. We can build Rotom Toolbox deck. Yeah, I don't even know how you would build that. Like, what kind of Pokemon tools would you even go for, you know? But it does sound fun. It sounds a bit finicky, but I would be down for that. Is it fighting? I don't think it was any of these. Okay, it wasn't one of those. So I think I'll have a Water Grass or Fire. Because I think I like the idea of a Frostmoth. If I draw a card, no. 20 damage each your opponent's Pokemon, that's okay. Maybe it wasn't Frostmoth. But I'm either thinking Feraligatr. Yeah, we can do that. So we could try a Rotom deck. We could try a Feraligatr thing. Like, maybe something we can do with that. But oh, what do you do? Oh, okay. Maybe Festival Elite deck. Once during your first turn, okay. So how do we go about building a Rotom deck? I get that we have this, so they can have 2 each. But what kind of tools do we have, and how do we make it consistent? I'm interested in trying a Rotom deck, but I don't know how it particularly works. I might need like a Decklist or something. What was Cerulege? Count again? What do you mean? Maybe Psychic. Similar. EX. Huh. I can see the vision with it. I don't really know, like, I'm really up to anything. I feel like there was another water Pokemon that I was kind of interested in. You can pair with Anzac. Wait, that doesn't... It has to be a benched and Pokemon attack. So I can't just use any attack, it has to be within End's Pokemon. So it's like Kling Clang, Vanillux, Zekrom, Reshiram, Darmanitan, Lipard, I believe. No, you can discard cards. Ah, you mean discarding energy for Silverledge? Is that what you mean? 20 more damage for each energy card in the discard pile. That sounds like that's a lot of energy. If we do this, like, how much damage can we do and how quickly? Like, I get that we can do things like Ultra Ball to discard energy, but 20 more damage for each energy, so one energy is 50, 270, so we would probably need like a good, what, like 7 cards in discard pile? 7 would do 170. If we can do that by our turn 2, that's pretty decent. I guess we go like Fire Breathing and then like some Ultra Balls. Or you can use Lunatone. Yeah, Lunatone's got a... does it require only fighting energy, or is it... discard a basic fighting energy. Let's see. But we need to have Solrock in play. Huh. Oh, I think I remember which Pokemon I was thinking of. Was it... Empoleon? Prevent all effects of attacks used by opponent's Pokemon. And then 210, take 60 less damage. Makes it pretty hard to take out. Yeah, a tank Pokemon. So, I'm kind of thinking maybe an Empoleon EX deck, just like, have it really tanky, decent damage, they're like 2 shots like everything. Meanwhile, it's going to be hard for them to hit us. Is Empoleon like a good deck to build around? Or should I try something with like Feraligatr? Or... actually, are any of the fossils good? I don't think fossils are particularly good, right? Also, fire isn't that common like that. That is a good sign. I guess we do see occasional grass type Pokemon like Meganium and Ogerpon. So, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing. Bastiodon. It's on your bench, prevent all damage done to each of your Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have 2 or less energy attached. I see, so that would force them to commit a fair amount of energy for attacks. So something like your Chandelure, right? Because it requires only 2 energy, we'll be immune to that. The thing is, like, I feel like fossils are kind of hard to pull off, right? You can use hammer to remove energy. Yeah, true. We have stadium now. It's the fossil quarry. May search their deck for up to 2 item cards that have antique in their names and put them onto their bench. Then the player shuffles their deck. I see. Very interesting. But we still need to have, like, some basic Pokemon, right? Because, like, we can't start off with a fossil. So what do we pair fossils with? If anything. Just trying to think, what else can we pair? Yeah, I don't know, I just copy YouTuber's decklist. Well, I'm a YouTuber. I gotta create my own decklist, I can't just copy, you know? And if you want to copy any of my decklists, then go for it. In the last couple of streams I've been putting them in the description, you know? And you can mess around with it, you know? Okay, let's... Do we want to try a Feraligatr deck, or do we want to try a Napoleon deck? Because, like, if we can get some little bit of spread damage, right? Like, if they have 1 damage counter, we're doing 400 damage, which is enough to, like, one-shot anything. Right? So, like, do we pair this, like, with a bunch of Monkey Dories, or do we do... like, that Frostmoth that, like, does a bit of spread damage? Although, I guess if people are worried about, like, Dragapult and Greninja, then they're gonna have, like, bench protection, you know? Still, Monkey Dory could be good. Yeah, because that stadium that prevents bench damage doesn't care about Monkey Dory. It's just a bit costly in terms of energy, because, like, we need 3 energy on Feraligatr, and it's a stage 2, and we need at least 1 dark energy on Monkey Dory. Is that good? Or is it kinda overrated? Is it better to just go for Empoleon? Like, what kind of... Well, I can run near up energy. Yeah, I can do something like that for sure. Something like Empoleon, right? Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Damage is not an effect. So, what big threats would this kind of counter? no treats, I guess. I don't know what that means. And you can run with Matang. Yeah, so Matang could be good. Yeah. But this would stop Mega Darkfire's attack to auto kill us, right? I guess anything that does like a status condition as well on an attack would be countered. But before anything, I am glad that you were using Jinx because I like that Jinx as well, you know? I have like my first deck that I built was using Jinx and it was great. Steven's Motocross. Yeah, I guess this one. Not bad. I think I am getting a bit tired and hungry, and it won't be too long before the servers kind of go down, so I'll kind of think about it. But if you have any ideas, you know, you can always join the Discord and then reach out, I guess. Alright, Steven's Motocross, then Matang. Yeah, I guess it's like guaranteed, isn't it? Like you guaranteed to get energy rather than gambling. The only upside of the Matang is that you can get a lot of them out quickly. And I guess depending on your deck ratio, you can do pretty good with that. I don't know, I feel like everything is kind of slow by comparison to Froslass, you know? Like, Froslass is so speedy and efficient. Jellicent. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can't play any item cards or Pokemon tool cards. That does stop a lot of cards, doesn't it? You know, you can't play any item cards in the hand. Okay, so pretty neat. I'm down to try something, Joseph. Yeah, that is a pretty effective floodgate, isn't it? Because it means no air balloon, no Ultra Ball, no Poffins, or yeah, the Buddy Poffins, no but attack sucks. Yeah, it's not the greatest attack, is it? 2 energy just for 80 damage, 4 energy for 160. It is pretty rough. But yeah, like I think I'm gonna call it there for now. But if you have any ideas, you can join the small Pokégear Discord and then send me something. You know. My favorite types are Grass, Psychic, and I guess Water. I mean, balance effect, so yeah, like I guess to balance out the ability, but the attack itself isn't particularly good. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys sometime in the future. Have a good one.